Hey guys, it's Olympus the Loomer here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to make this super cute and adorable Loomigurumi cow Squishmallow, and this is designed by Giannis_looms on Instagram, and I will be putting her link in the description below so you can check her out and give her a follow for me. She is amazing. She has so many amazing posts on her account. You should definitely go follow her for me. And yeah, she's the designer of this cutie, and I think it turned out so cute. I really love it. Probably one of my favorite designs, one of my favorite loom things that I've ever made. I think it's just super cute. I really love it. So yeah, this is what we're going to be making today, and without further ado, let's get started with the materials that we guys are going to need to make this guy. So the materials that you guys are going to need are any type of hook. So I'm just going to be using my rainbow loom hook as usual. You are also gonna need a C-clip or a stitch marker to mark your rows. And you're also gonna need something for the eyes. So today I'm going to be using two 8mm safety eyes. And those are, these are the safety eyes. So I'm gonna be using the 8mm ones. And for the bands, for the classic cow, I'm in the tutorial today. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make the classic cow, so white, black, and everything. So that being said, for the white here, I'm still gonna be using white. For the black here, for the spots, I'm going to be using black again. And for the nose and the ear part, like the inners of the ear and the nose, I'm gonna be using this baby pink. And if you're wondering where I got these, this baby pink are from the camouflage pink pack. And you're also gonna need some tan for the horns, so I have that. And lastly, you are gonna need some stuffing here. So these are some stuffing. So those are the materials that you guys are gonna need to make this super cute cow Squishmallow. Squishmallow design, Squishmallow inspired. And don't worry, I'll be putting the band count in the description below so you can check that out as well. So without further ado, enough of the talking, let's get started to making this cute guy. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut this because I just don't want to. So I'm just going to put these bands. Sorry for the awkwardness, I don't know. So we are just going to start with the body, and then we're just going to do the nose afterwards, plus the ears and the horns where it is like time to attach them. So we are going to just put our white bands and black bands with us. So I'm not going to show them on frame because they might be distracting, so I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. And yeah, have my pattern with me in front. And also, I just like to say thank you to Gianna for choosing me as the tutor for her design. It's an honor, it's a privilege. Thank you so much if you're watching. But anyways, you guys, let's get started with the official cow Squishmallow tutorial. I'm sorry for that super long intro. Anyways, let's get started. So our first row will be a magic ring of 6 stitches. So we have 6 stitches. We are gonna have 6 stitches on our magic ring, right? So our first 3 stitches on our magic ring will have white, and our next 3 stitches will have black. So let's just start by doing a magic ring, and this time I'm just going to go slow for those who don't know how to make a magic ring. And if you do not know what a magic ring is, it is the starting of any Loomigurumi project. Like that's this guy. So let's start with 3 of our whites. So first, you're just gonna grab your white band and put it onto your hook like so. And then you're gonna grab the bottom part, and you want to twist it going to the left, like that. and you want to put this twisted side on your hook. Now you have something that looks like this on your hook. And what you're going to do is you see that you have two loops on your hook, one on the right and one on the left. You want to grab this left one and twist it going to the left once again, and put that twisted side on your hook. And that's what we call a triple loop cap band. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna get one white band. We slide this cap band onto the white band, like so, and then reclaim the other end. Put this other end on your hook. Now you have two loops. You want to push this right loop over the left one, like so. And since we are going to do 3 in white for our magic ring, we want to do the same thing twice. We want to use 2 more white bands. So just put your hook through the triple loop cap band, like so, and grab one white band. Do the same thing. Pull this white band only to the cap band, and reclaim the other end. Now you have 3 loops, and from now on we are gonna have 3 loops. And from now on, what we are going to do is push these 2 right loops over the one on the left. And if there are any background noises, guys, I'm so sorry for that. So that's 2. Now we want to go back to our cap band, and we are going to do our last stitch of our magic ring in white, since we are going to only have 3 white. So that's 3. And I'm sorry guys for the unexpected cut. My phone fell off my tripod. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's continue. So since we now have added 3 of our whites, our next 3 stitches of our magic ring will be black. So go back to your C-clip, grab your black band, and since we are doing a color change, you may or may not do this, but the color change is it makes a cleaner finish look to your piece. So this is what you do to color change. Grab your black band, and we want to pull it through everything, including this stitch, like so. And you want to reclaim the other end on your hook and just stitch like normal, pulling the right side on the left side. And we're just going to do that. So go back to your cap band, black band again, pull it through the cap band only this time since it's the same color, black and black. Reclaim the other end and stitch. Let's do that one more time. Like so. And after that, let's just get our C-clip or stitch marker and put it to the band that's on our hook. So let's count if we have 6 stitches. So 3 in white and 3 in black. So 1, 2, 3 in white and 1, 2, 3 in black. So our next row is increase 2 stitches, increase 2 stitches. So listen very carefully and pay attention as well, because we are going to do color changes as we go around. Okay, so our first is we're just going to do an increase. And if you guys do not know what an increase is, it is putting 2 stitches instead of one stitch, and increases make your piece bigger. So go to your first stitch, and we are going to do an increase, and we are going to do this increase both in white. So white, and since we're doing a color change from black to white, we are going to pull this white band through all the loops on our hook, and then reclaim the other end and stitch. And again, since we are doing an increase, we want to go back to the same stitch as the last stitch, and do a normal stitch. So that's an increase, 2 stitches in 1. And we are going to do 2 stitches next in white. So 2 stitches in white, so that's 1 stitch in white, and go to the next stitch and white still. Our next stitch, which is black, will have an increase, and we are going to do a color change. So okay, for the color changes, there are some weird looking stitches. So you see this, which looks like a stitch, but it is clearly not. It is part of a stitch. So go for the teardrop shapes that's going on a circular motion, not forward or sideward. So this one here is going forward, not in a circular motion, and this guy here is going in a circular motion, so we want to put our hook there. Then grab your black band and pull it through everything. Reclaim the other end on your hook and stitch. And go back to the same stitch because we are doing an increase. And stitch like normal. And we want to do a single. So single in here. Single in black, and this last stitch will have a single still, but in white. So white, pull through everything because we are changing colors, and stitch. Take your C-clip off and put it to the new band that's on your hook. I keep changing my, sorry for this, but my camera's moving, my phone's moving a lot. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna find a way to position this to, for it not to fall. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, I'm back, and hopefully my phone does not fall off. Okay, so after that row, we are going to have 8 stitches. So let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one is 8. So our next row, our next pattern will leave us with 12 stitches, and the pattern is 2 increases, 2 stitches, 2 increases, and 2 stitches. So let's start with 2 increases and 2 stitches in white. So this first 2 stitches will have an increase in them, and it will be in white for both. And since the last stitch is white, we're not going to do a color change. So just do your normal increase. So that's 1. Our next stitch will have an increase again. So that's 2 increases. And our next 2 stitches will be in white. So stitch and stitch. So stitch and stitch. Our next stitch will have 2 increases. So our next 2 stitches will be 2 increase and a stitch in black. So these 2 will have a increase, and this one will have a stitch, and this last one will be having a stitch as well, but in white. So let's go to our first stitch in black first, and we're going to do an increase. And we're going to do our color change. Pull through everything and stitch. And go back to your same stitch and do your increase. And our next stitch in black will get an increase again in black. And this last black stitch will have a stitch. And then this last stitch, which has the C-clip on, will have a stitch again in white. So stitch in white. And get your C-clip and put it to the band that's on your hook. So again, we should have 12 stitches. So let's count if we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 is the one that's on our hook. Our next row will give us 16 stitches at the end, and the pattern is 2 increases, 4 stitches, 2 increases, and 4 stitches. So our first 2 increases and 4 stitches will have white, will be white. So let's start with two increases. So increase, increase, and stitch, 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 and white. So increase in white first. Next stitch is still an increase in white. And our next 4 stitches will be singles, all in white. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we are going to do 2 increases in black and 2 stitches in black as well. And the last 2 stitches will be in white. So go to your black and again do your color change when we are changing color. So pull through everything and stitch. Since we're doing an increase, just go back to that same black stitch for your increase. And our next stitch of this stitch will have an increase still. So do your increase. And then we are going to do 2 singles in black. So 2 singles in black. So 1 and 2. And the last 2 singles will be in white. So don't forget your color change. And don't forget to pick the right stitches. After that, you're just going to take your C-clip off and put it to the band that is on your hook. And as what I said in the beginning, we are going to end with 16 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and this is 16. Our next stitch, our next row, we are going to end up with 20 stitches. And after this, our rows will just be pretty much repetitive. So for this row, what we are going to do, we are going to do 2 increases and 6 stitches all in white. 2 increases and 4 stitches all in black. And the last 2 stitches will still be in white. And again, we are going to end up with 20 stitches. So let's do 2 increases first in white. So this first stitch will have an increase all in white. Next stitch will have an increase again all in white. And our next 6 stitches will have a white singles in them. So single in white. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then our next row, our next stitch will have an increase, and 4 stitches in black. So go to this first black stitch and we are going to do a color change first. And this stitch will have an increase. So do your color change and your increase. And our next stitch will have an increase yet again. So increase for the next stitch. Like so. And we are going to do 4 stitches in black. So 4 stitches of black. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our last 2 stitches will just be in white. So do your color change. And 1 and 2. Take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. So now we are going to do repetitive rows, but still different patterns because of the spots. So what we are going to do is so we are going to do 10. So for a total of 6 rows, we are going to do single stitches, no increases or whatever. But we are still going to do some color changes, obviously because of the black spots and turning back to the white for the body. So our pattern for this row is 10 stitches in white, 7 stitches in black, and 3 stitches in white. So let's do that. So 10 stitches in white. Let's do 10 stitches in white. So that's 1, 2. If I'm going way too quick for you guys, you can slow me down, rewind, pause, anything. So that's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we are going to do 7 of black. So 7 of black. Don't forget to do your color change. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 3 in white. So 3 in white. So do your color change. That's 1, 2, and 3. Take your C-clip off and put it to the new band that's on your hook. And we are still gonna have 20 stitches. So this is how it's looking like so far. Like so. So let's count if we have 20. Just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Our next row will be 10 stitches in white, 7 stitches in black, and 3 stitches in white. So let's do 10 stitches in white first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we are going to do 7 stitches in black. So do your 7 stitches in black. Don't forget your color change. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the remaining 3 will be in white. So 1, 2, and 3. So take your C-clip off and put to the new bands on your hook. And now let's just count if we have 20 still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So our next row will be 10 stitches in white, 6 stitches in black, and 4 stitches in white. So let's start with our 10 stitches in white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then next is 6 singles in black. So 6 stitches in black. And don't forget your color change. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And our last 4 stitches will have white. Don't forget your color change. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. So we are still gonna have 20 stitches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So what we are going to do is 2 single rows in white. So 2 rows of white, single all around, all white. So I'm going to do the first row with you because of the color changes, and you're just going to, I'm just gonna leave you with the last row to do it on your own. So I'm going to do the 1 row with you, and every after row we are still gonna have 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and look at this. This one looks like a stitch, but that's not a stitch. Pick this one, the bigger one. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and same as this one, go for the bigger one. 17, 18, 19, and 20. So do this 1 row off camera and come back to me when you are done. So I just listened to the video, and there were a lot of background noises, mainly from kids and stuff. So I'm really sorry for that, but anyways, let's continue. So I'm done with my 2 rows. So this is my first row, which I did with you, and the second row I did by my own. And I hope you are as well now that you've resumed. So what we're going to do before we move on, you don't really have to do this, but I just think that, you know, for the color changes, it gives, if you do this, it gives it a way better, cleaner, like a way cleaner look. Like that. So what I did was, so this is your front, I fold it back like so. And you see these things, like these lines, and those are from our color changes. So what you are going to do is we want to stitch them. And this is how you do it. So just put your hook to this first one, the bottom one, and go to the next one, insert your hook there, and just chain, like chaining. Like that. Go to the next one, and pull this right one over this one on the left, like so. Like stitching. pulling the right ones to the left. I think it gives it a way cleaner look. I'm going to show you the difference later. Once you are done, you're just gonna go to a stitch near and you're just going to do a slip knot. So let's fold it back and see if it worked. So as you can see, it worked. Look, it looks like we didn't even do a color change. So clean. Well, with this one, you can still see the black from the white ones, as you can see. But if we do that, look, it's seamless. So let's do that to the other side. So for this, we have two things, right? So what I did was just the same thing. So go to this and go to this and stitch like so, and go to the front and stitch and go to this and stitch like a zigzag pattern, but still the same process. Top and then the bottom and the top part and then the bottom. And after you're done with everything, again, grab some stitches and slip knot. Again, you just can skip this if you do not want to, but I think it gives it a cleaner look. And look, it's clean now, seamless. I know. I may not be the first person to like discover this or whatever, but well, I was making this guy, I did that, and I think it like it's better if we do that. I think it's cleaner. Anyway, our next row, we are still going to do single around. We're not gonna start decreasing yet. So what we are going to do next is 19 stitches in white and 1 stitch in black. So our last stitch will have black. So let's just do 19 stitches in white first. And the sun's going down, so I better be quick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and the last stitch will be black. So don't forget your black. So do your color change and stitch. Our next row, we are going to start decreasing. So our pattern is six stitches, decrease, 8 stitches, decrease, and 2 stitches, and we are gonna end up with 18. So let's do a stitch first for 6 in black. So let's start by doing 1 stitch for the 6 stitches in black, and the 5 stitches will be in white. That's 1 in black, and next 5 stitches will be white. So do your color change, so that's 1 stitch in white, and this is 2, 3, and 5. So that's a total of 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are going to do a decrease in white. So, if you do not know what the decrease is, it is stitching 2 stitches together. And how I do my decrease is this. So what I do is I grab the front part of the first stitch that I'm going to do a decrease on, and the back part of the second stitch that I'm going to decrease on, and I simply stitch them together. If you guys do not know what I'm talking right now, I know it's pretty light for me to say this. I actually did a beginner video for Loomigurumi, so you can check that out. That's a decrease, and then we're going to do 8 stitches in white. So 8 in white, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After doing 8 singles in white, we are going to do a decrease. And after that, we're just gonna do 2 singles in black. So do your color change, and a 1 and a 2, like so. Take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. Our next row is 5 single and decrease, 7 single and decrease, and 2 stitches. We are gonna end up with 16. So let's do our 5 single. So for the first stitch of our 5 single, we are going to do it in black. So 1 in black and 4 in white. So let's do 4 stitches of white. Don't forget your color change. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after this, we are gonna have 16. And we are going to do a decrease. And after that, we are going to do 7 stitches in white. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then do your decrease, and last 2 stitches in black, and we are gonna have 16 stitches. And let's just count. I forgot to count the last row, but if you are ending with 2 stitches, that's fine. But you know, if you're a little off by 1 or more of 1, that's fine. That'll work still. So let's count if we have 16. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So next, we are going to do our next row, which is 4 stitches, a decrease, 6 stitches, a decrease, and 2 stitches. And for the first 4, we are going to do it in white. So first 4 in white. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then decrease in white still. And then 6 stitches in white. So 1. And we are gonna end up with 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and do your decrease in white. and your last 2 stitches in black. So single 1 and 2. Take your C-clip off and put it to the new band that's on your hook. And we should have 14 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now we just want to pause for a bit, because we are going to add our eyes and our nose. So let's do our nose first. So for the nose, what you are going to do, really easy. If you've made my Among Us, mini Among Us design, this is how you do it. But there are some changes. Okay. So what you are going to do is just grab your light pink bands, and cap a band on your hook, and grab a 1 band and pull it like chain 1, just chain 1. And what you're going to do next is you just want to grab 1 band, pull through everything, and stitch. And we want to go back to this chain and do 1 more, like so. So that's 2. And for this here, we're going to go to the next chain, which is our cap band, and we're gonna stitch 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I'm going way too quick again, please rewind or pause. Do what's best for you. And then go to this chain again, going back, and we are going to do 3 singles. So that's 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's how you do your nose. What you're going to do now is, so what I do is I go to this stitch, which is a part of a stitch, but this loop and this loop as well, and I grab 1 band, and I'm going to use this for my attaching. So just grab a hold of those 2 loops, and then we are going to attach it, to the middle part of our cow. Again, if I was way too quick on showing you guys how the nose is done, please, there's an like slow down option, so you can do that. So I'm really sorry if I am way too fast for you. Just put it in the middle and pinch, and wherever this thing is pointing through is where you're going to insert your hook. Grab it, and be careful when you get this next end, and just slip knot, like so, and just pull this in. And then for the next side, just place it, just like push it down, and we want to go to this side, and what we are going to do is just so we have our body and a stitch from the nose. We want to take this top stitch of the nose. We want to work with the bottom one only, and slip knot, and you want to tuck the slip knot inside. And that is how you do the nose, and how you attach it as well. Fix your nose however you like it. And now we are going to add our eyes. So our eyes go. So you have your black stitch here of your spot. Go put it down like that. And in this side as well. Just align it. I think I'm going to put my eyes here. Going up a row. Like that. I think that looks cute. So what I did for the eyes is I aligned it with where I added my first row of black, first stitch of black, and the same row. And then once I placed that, I skipped 4 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I added my next eye. So once you're happy with your eye placement, you're just going to add your backings. So push those backings. Push those backings. Like so. And we just attached the nose and the eyes. So fix everything however you like it. And you can pause and come back to me. So I'm back, and I cut the video because I changed my nose. There we go. You can again change it. Just take your time doing the face part. And also I turned my lights on, so I'm sorry for the shadow things. It's running. Well, it's not late. I think it's still like 5 something in the afternoon. So yeah. Anyways, let's continue. So our next row is 4 single stitches, decrease, 6 single stitches, decrease, and 2. No, sorry, ignore that. That's from the previous row. So now we are going to do 3 single, a decrease, 5 single, a decrease, and 2 stitches. So let's do 3 singles first in white. So do your color change. So 3 singles in white, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And a decrease. Do your decrease. And then after that, you're going to do 6 stitches in white. So 6 in white, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and decrease. 5 and then decrease. And the last 2 stitches will have black. So do your color change. And black. Take your C-clip off and put it to the new bands on your hook. Now we should have 12 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one is 12. So our next row is a single row around. And the pattern is 9 single, 9 single stitches in white, 2 single stitches in black, and a stitch in white. So let's do 9 stitches in white. So 9 in white. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then 2 stitches in black. So do your color change. That's 1 and 2, and after that you're just going to end with 1 stitch in white. Take your C-clip off and put to the bands on your hook, like so. So what we are going to do next before we proceed, because after this row we are going to close this guy off, we're just going to stuff. So just push this band onto the body of your hook, and we are going to stuff. Sorry for the background noises. Kids shouting. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna cut that out. Sorry. I just want this done, because yeah, my back's starting to hurt, and my neck is starting to hurt as well, because my tripod is small. Well, it is. You can make it taller, but if I make my tripod taller, then my phone would fall, which is crazy. So I have to adjust. So stuff your guy. Stuff your guy. And I think I'm just gonna add more. A bit, only a tiny bit. I think that's fine now. So now we are just going to decrease. So we are just gonna do decreases in white. I'm going to tell you when to decrease in black. Just do your decreases in white first. Decrease around. Decrease around. And I'm going to tell you when we are going to do black for the decrease. So far I did 4 decreases in white. So this decrease with 2 blacks, obviously we're going to do it in black. So do your color change. And your last decrease will have black. So that's a total of 2 decreases in black. And let's just close it off and just pick some random stitches and just do it in black. So just tight slip knot and tuck the slip knot inside. Like so. And let's just shape it. So that's it. Now let's just add the horns and the ears. Let's add the horns first. So I'm adjusting my stuffing. So for the horns, I'm sorry, I'm doing some shaping. But again, for the horns, okay, enough of the shaping. I'm going to do that after. So just grab your tan bands, and this is how you do it. You are going to need 2 for each of the horns, 2 tan bands. And you're going to use 1 black and 1 white. So what you're going to do is just grab your first tan and wrap it once to your hook. Then grab both loops and wrap it once again. Then take this last tan band, wrap it once on your hook, grab both loops and slide this cap into that band. And reclaim the other end. So, and adjust. Then grab your white band and pull through everything. And we are going to slip knot this on here in this part. So this is where the black goes and this is where the white goes. So just pick your spots and do your slip knot. Slip knot and hide this slip knot inside the body. And do the same thing. 1 band wrap once and grab both loops and wrap again. Then another band wrap once. Then slide the cap band onto that band. Reclaim the other end on your hook. And your black band, slide. And we are going to attach it somewhere around here. And just slip knot it. Okay, I'm just going to move this forwards. Over here. Slip knot. And then hide the tail inside. And adjust. And that's your horns. Kind of fix it. And after that, okay, I'm going to adjust this one last time. I'm going to put this here. And slip knot, slip a knotty. And tuck the slip knot in. Wherever you like to put it, just make sure that you like how it looks. So now let's do the ears. So for the ears, let's do one first. Let's do our white. We're going to do to use 5 per color, black and white, and 1 of our baby pink. So what we are going to do is put this 2 white bands on your hook, wrap it once, and wrap it one more time, like so. And then 2 bands, wrap once on your hook. Then you want to grab both loops and slide the cap band onto that band. And before you reclaim, just hold it like this for now. You want to put this pink band on your hook and wrap it 3 times. So that's 1, 2, and 3, making 3 loops. Wrap it and make sure it has 3 loops, and then you can now reclaim the other end on your hook. And then grab 1 white band and pull through everything, like so. After that, we are just going to slip knot this. Slip knot. And tuck the slip knot tail inside. And that's how you do the ears. Let's do that for the black, with the black. So 5 of your black and 1 of your baby pink. So 2 black bands. Wrap once on your hook. Then grab both loops, wrap again. And another 2 bands, wrap once on your hook. And grab all the loops and slide the cap band onto that band. And before you reclaim, just put this baby pink on your hook and wrap twice, creating 3 loops. Reclaim the other end on your hook. Then just grab 1 single band and pull through everything. And slip knot. And tuck the slip knot in. And fix it however you like it. At this point, I'm just fixing it up. And that's it, you guys. We are done. I hope I was understandable all throughout the video. That's my main concern. I hope I was understandable throughout the video. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and was able to understand the process making this cute guy. I hope you make one of yours, and I hope again you understand. And yeah, if you make one, do not forget to post it on Instagram if you have one, and tag me at Olympus the Loomer. I will put my Instagram link below, and the creator at Giannas_looms on Instagram as well. I'll put her link down below as well. And use the hashtags Olympus the Loomer and Giannas Looms. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a like, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. I love y'all.